Hi ladies, I'm Ali and welcome to Clear Skin and Wellbeing. So today I thought I would do some yoga exercises for the sagging cheekbones. Before I do though, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe and please like and please share. Right, now I've washed my face. I have nothing on my face whatsoever. And I have also obviously washed my fingers, my hands, because you don't want to be transferring any bacteria when you're doing any facial exercises. So make sure your hands are nice and clean as well. I'm sat down in alignment. I don't want to be skew with the soles of my feet on the ground because you don't want to be cross-legged and hurting your back. And also it's easier when you're breathing if you are in balance. Right, so once I've done that, I will just quickly tie my hair back a little bit, keep it out of the way. Now, if you have any dry skin, what I would highly recommend first is if you could put on some form of serum. This will then, when you apply a top coat of the oil, will actually lock the moisture in. So I have just applied some drops of youth. This is the one I'm using at the moment, and it's from the Body Shop and I love it. I'm on my third bottle. I'm not sponsored, by the way, on any products. They're just things I have. And yeah, so I've just applied some of that on. And then after that, I will use just a couple of drops of rosehip oil. Now, you can use other forms of oil. Always recommend using a plant-based rather than mineral-based if you can. So I just rub it in. Now, I know we're doing some facial exercises on the sagging cheeks, but I still like to work parts of the face and also the neck. Neck's still important because when I do any form of face yoga, I like to do a slight warm up first, then a handful of exercises. I'll show you 3 or 4, but then after that, I do like to do a slight detox on the face. I think it's really important. So I'll just quickly warm the face up by now going an upward motion towards the ears. Now I do this on most of my face yoga tutorials. Again, all the lymph nodes are up here, so you want to be working towards those lymph nodes. And then just warm it up. I like to start here, the jawline, and then onto the lips, and then working an outward motion, if you can see, and then down and across, being very gentle by the eyes, and then just warm it up here. Try to keep the shoulders back rather than hunching, and then on the other side. So just warm the skin up slightly before we go straight in. As I always say again, you don't go to the gym and go straight onto the weights. You know, first of all, you do a warm up first, then you do your gym work, weights for instance, example, and then you would do a cool down. And I honestly do think the same should be for the face. Right, so we're nicely prepped. Now with the sagging gels here, the sagging cheekbones here, the cheeks, if you can get your hands in this sort of form, and they can just go up here, you just hold it for a few seconds, and then again further back, and then again. And you can do this 3 or 4 times. Now this is where I'm going to do it one more time, then I'm going to show you another exercise from this. So once you've done that, another way in which you can incorporate this exercise and make it slightly more intense is by going up and then open your mouth slightly. It looks a bit funny, but here we go. And you can feel that stretch, and I'll do it again. And then go across, up, and then down. And then again. And you can do that again 4 or 5 times. I'll do it one more time, just an example. Another one I'd like to do is just a little pinching motion. It helps with the collagen. So for example, starting from here and going along, just pinch. You could use both fingers or just one. Just all the way along. You probably do this 3 or 4 times. And that really does, as I say, help with the collagen. Don't want to be pressing too hard. And then on the other hand, the other face, use the other fingers. Actually, I find it easier that way. I think it's being right-handed. Again, up along there. Again, you know, I can't emphasize enough, when you do these exercises, not to wear any makeup, no foundation, no tinted moisturizer. Your face has to be really clean, and definitely use some form of slip facial oil. And once you've done that, I like to just kind of get my fingers and just work it down all the way across. All right, and then just do this motion again and just work it across. Right, I'm going to do another couple of exercises, and then we'll go on to a little bit of detoxification. So the next one is we're going to, basically with our lips, we're going to pucker in, and then we'll do that a few times, and then on the last exercise we're going to blow the cheeks out. So by puckering in, we go. And what you could do this 4 or 5 times. So pucker in and then release, almost to the point of releasing completely, but then pucker in again. So I'll show you, for example. That really works, this. And this part here. So on the last exercise, we're going to do some blowing out. So again, you don't want any tension in the face. Deep belly breaths are great to get some oxygen to the face and calm down the nervous system. But if you can, just get some air into the cheeks and then alternate from side to side. So I'll show you. And if you wanted to, as the last thing, you could actually just puff them both out. So there we are, we've done some exercises there. My favourite, I've got to say, is when you pucker and do that. You really feel like you're working this. So once we've done a few of these exercises, we want to do almost like the cool down, the detoxification. So by doing that, light gentle motions, feather-like motions up to the third eye, and just work towards the hairline. This just sort of helps the lymph. And then across here, very, very carefully. Again, working towards the ear and then going down, as it almost in the same motion as when we first started. So again, very carefully there, gentle sweeping motions, and then down here, sinusy part, and then just work that. Remember to go under the cheek, absolutely. And then when we get to these parts here, the ears, just give them circular motions here. At this point, you may want to swallow, so I'm sure there'll be some sort of a few toxins and things hanging around, and then just do that from the back of the neck. And then when we get to this part here, just give these a few presses, because that will release all the toxins within the head and the neck, and then that just releases on these points here just by a few pumps, and that will release any toxins we've had in the face ready for elimination. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial again on yoga facial exercises for saggy cheekbones. Again, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe and please like, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.